Start in 30 seconds.
And now, introducing Casey Carter.
Ladies and gentlemen, Casey Carter.
Hey, it's Wednesday once again, and it's time for another episode of Casey at Night. Okay, so I got a lot going on in today's show, and I don't want to waste a whole lot of time talking about what I did last week and what I did this week and how did you do your weekend and your holiday weekend, except for the fact that I did go to Myrtle Beach this weekend. And let me just say, um, the weather was fantastic Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday. So sometimes travel is all about your company. So fortunately, I had good company. Yes. So, but anyway, let me get to the show. Um, so hold on. First, I need to make sure I can see comments and all right, folks. Tonight I have two very special guests. Um, and I want to start with my first very special guest. She and I met on social media, Twitter, and basically fast friends right out the gate, like, sisters from another mister, that whole scenario. And of course, both being New Yorkers, there's just that instantaneous love, that immediate bond. But what sealed the deal, she's a sadistic MFer. Okay? There's no other way to say it. I thought I was bad. Yeah, girlfriend got some shit for you. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to my good girlfriend, Ms. Toxic Goddess. Yes, girl.
Hello. Hi,
Hey.
everybody.
Hold on. I got to do this again because I couldn't hit my button fast enough. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to Ms. Toxic Goddess. I got to make sure folks get their props. So, girl, um, I, we were having this conversation yesterday where I was trying to remember exactly how we met, and I couldn't really because first of all, it seems like we've known each other for forever. And I'm not really
Mm,
sure how long forever is before my birthday.
couple,
But
couple years. A couple
yeah,
years now.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing. My birthday was in 2019. I don't know like, I don't remember exactly. Because when you think about it, you drove to Georgia for my 50th birthday.
Yeah, I sure did. Packed up the truck and I was out.
Right. You and your sister straight Thelma and Louising it down the highway.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Eh, so that's why it always fascinates me is that I'm like, I can't figure out how we became such fast friends, but I'm happy. It's all good. So, Toxic Goddess, please tell the folks a little about who you are and what you do.
Okay. Well, as you know, my name is Miss Toxic Goddess, and that's MSToxicGoddess. I have been in the scene for over 20 years. I turned 50 October of last year. I have been doing this for quite some time. I do a variety of fetishes. My main one is financial domination and definitely teasing and taunting. I love seeing men in compromising positions and suffering. Um,
You know, You know how I feel about the sadistic shit. So,
Literally. I yeah. I just love seeing them squirm. It's like such a turn on, and it's just something that it's not just for online. It's not just for just for online and cam and whatnot. This is a lifestyle that I live. Um, I've been like this for quite some time. It started very young. I still remember the first time that I got into it was because a friend said, "Hey, let's go to a party. You're a bitch." I was like, okay. So we get into the party, and it was a fetish event. And when we walked in, the way that they were greeting me, because when I walked in, okay, what the hell am I getting myself into? So I'm always on my point, always looking out, see what's going on, like ready for whatever. And they just started serving, and they started bringing me things and asking me what I wanted, except for one person challenged me.
big
They were
mistake.
saying, yes. And as you know, you already know the story, but the gentleman said, by the end of the night, you're going to be sitting next to me serving me. And I laughed and I said, I bet you $500 we won't. He said, game on. I said, absolutely. So we parted our ways, and I can see him, watching me and trying to scope me down and analyze me. And I'm sitting there laughing because he had no idea that a couple hours later, when I told him to come here and sit down, guess where he was at? He was by my side. So he lost his $500.
When you told that story the other day, I absolutely loved it because I think people have this misconception about what dominance is supposed to look like, what it's supposed to sound like. And the simple act of come sit next to me,
Mm-hmm.
you were in control. And, I give dude props for being able to recognize that that was a power move, yet it was soft. It was simple. You didn't
Mm-hmm.
have to work for it. And that's
Right.
I think, if you wouldn't mind, like, can you speak to that? Speak to this misconception of what a dominant female looks like.
Well, one, the reason why I'm dressed the way that I am, colorful and, all the pretty lights, because they think everybody's a dominant or a dominatrix has to be dressed in black latex or leather. And they don't seem to understand that many of us, like yourself, have been doing this for quite a long time. And we didn't start out with the leather and latex and the dark colors. It was just something that naturally came to us. And when we got more of age and interacting with other people that were in the scene, we just opened to more things that we were like, oh, wow, we like that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that may not be for me, but okay, I can respect it. So it goes a long way. A dominant woman or male does not always have to be in dark colors to prove their point, and not even prove their point, but to stand their ground to say, I'm here and you know this.
Yeah, and I think that's important. I think especially for the young ladies who get in the scene and feel like they have to they have to look a certain way, or they have to be aggressive and say mean things. One of my favorites is when people say, "Oh, you seem so nice. You look so, you don't seem like a dominant." And like I said, when we were on the call the other day, I was like, that's the
Mhm.
whole point. Some of the most deadliest flowers, animals in the world are visually beautiful so that you will come close. Because
Come
if I get
close.
you close enough to put my hands on you, I'm
Nom, nom,
putting my
nom.
hands on you.
I'm eating you up.
There you go. And I think that's, uh, you know, so you and I were on a call earlier this week, Leather and Leaf with Master Sekou. And one of the ladies on there, one of the women on there, let me say woman because she is definitely as they would say, an elder stateswoman. And
Mm-hmm.
Lady D, has been on the scene for like a lifetime. Like she's been on the scene so long that she was around when Black people did not go to dungeons, did not play publicly, and yet she had her own dungeon. And one of the
Mm-hmm.
things that I had learned from her during conversation was just that, that you don't have to say things to prove you're dominant. That you don't have to say the aggressive, hard things. You don't have to look hard, you know. Now, let me be quick to also say, don't misunderstand. Toxic and I, we can give you all of that hard shit if that's what you want. The point I'm
Real
trying to make
quick.
it, yeah, the point I'm trying to make is you don't have to do all of that to prove your dominance. It correct me if I'm wrong, toxic. Dominance in so many ways is a mind game.
Absolutely. But a question I'd like to ask is, who do you have to prove yourself to?
Ooh. Hmm, hmm,
If you
hmm.
are safe and secure and you know who you are, even if you're still coming around finding yourself, everyone's always going to learn. But who do you have to prove yourself to? I
You
know
know.
nobody. I know I say what's on my mind.
Mhm.
And if you come for me, I'm going to give you some.
Oh,
I
she
don't
gonna
have a
give it
problem
to
with
you.
that. No matter if it's online or in person. And I've already proven that. But do I have anything to prove?
Mm-mm.
No, not at all. I'm already at the level where I'm at. My name is out there. I've done what I need to do. A lot of things that I do are private because it's nobody's damn business.
And you know what's
But
also, and I love that the the idea of you have nothing to prove. Even no, in your case, you've got history, you've got,
mhm,
this line of things you've done. But even for the newer ladies in the scene, you don't have to prove yourself to people who question you. You do what you do for you, and you set your own stage. You do what you need to accomplish the things that you have set as goals. But I tell people all the time, I don't have to justify anything that I do to you. I have this philosophy of I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm the world heavyweight champion of the world. You can't just run your mouth and think you're going to get me to respond. Okay? You don't get in the ring with Muhammad Ali unless Muhammad Ali says, I'm going to get in the ring with you. That's how I feel.
absolutely.
That's how I feel. I'm not
Mhm.
going to entertain your shenanigans if I don't think you and I are here. And I say that as someone like like Toxic says, we have this background, but I say it to you young ladies as well, because you feel like you have to explain yourself to those who question you. No, just be on your game. Know your shit. And you don't
Mhm.
have to tell nobody nothing.
Yes, that's what it is. Know your shit. Educate yourself. Don't be out there trying to be a baddie when you really don't have the full concept. Everybody's learning. I get it. And I know that you want to make your money and you want to have a status, but it also comes to a point. Do you know who you are when you're doing this? Do you feel comfortable? Ask yourself, who do I have to prove myself to? Your answer should be nobody except for myself. You should just want to improve yourself. Nobody is going to be there at the end of the day to pay your bills when you're hungry or when your lights got to be paid. You got to be comfortable with the people that you're surrounding and understand that you can be okay by yourself or you could be okay with a group. But one thing, if you're going to be angry and vicious and nasty and disrespectful all the time, nobody is going to want that negative energy around.
Oof.
Not at all.
No. Oh, that's so true. Nobody wants that energy. Oh my God. Um, and it's funny because I've always been sensitive as it relates to people and their energy, but I think in my um 50 years, going on 53, y'all. Yes, this is what 50 looks like, y'all. I want y'all to
Yes.
see. This is what 50 looks like. Okay.
Yes.
But
This side.
but in this space, I definitely am like, nah, I don't have time for the bullshit. I just don't. And I'm not entertaining the bullshit. So yeah, that right there.
Mhm.
All right, so Toxic, we're gonna take a quick break, and then I'm gonna bring on our second guest. So just hold on, we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wrong scene, y'all.
Casey Carter.
Okay, so let me just say, I've got all these things set up, and it literally takes me a minute to get them in like the right order. And as my little segment break was running, I was like, oh snap, I'm not ready for this because I was a little out of order. All right, so my next guest. Okay, so met this young man for the first time in DC at Exotica, Dulles Exotica. But he made his first appearance at Exotica in New Jersey, which I'm like, I probably saw him, but I don't know how I missed him because he's cute as all get up. And we're gonna have to find out if he has a girlfriend, because if not, I'm claiming his pimpdom, and I'm gonna be the pimp, and we're gonna work this out. But and Toxic, you and I can talk about that in a minute. But I, I want to introduce you to my next guest, and my next guest is Josh Pele Magic. Hold on, Josh, don't say anything. Hold on. Josh, hey Josh, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay, first of all, can I just ask? This is the second time you and I have been on the screen like this together. Is is this like your magic room? Like, because there's so much going on in the background, and I have to ask.
There's too much. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm in the process of putting together a studio for a virtual show that I'm building. I'm rebuilding my old virtual show that I do.
Wait, is that
And
an accent?
is that a what?
Does he have an accent? Am I
No,
hearing that correctly?
no,
Don't
no.
have an
Oh,
accent, but English is my second language. So
Ah, okay. So wait, hold that thought right there. Hold that thought. We're gonna come back to that in a second.
okay.
So hold on, let me find my two up with Josh. So Josh. Okay, so if you follow me at all, you saw that I posted about 2 or 3 videos with Josh doing some magic tricks for me. And yeah, so can we just say this? I'm gonna say this. I haven't said this to you before, Josh, but it was like my David Blaine moment to like be with you and do these tricks up close, because yes, I am a huge David Blaine fan before the tricks started getting a little weird, but I loved his street magic. So hanging out with you at Dulles and doing tricks in your booth, that was actually quite entertaining for me. I had a lot of fun with that. How did you end up at Exotica?
The Dulles one or the Jersey one?
Both.
The Jersey one, I had a friend who was being a guest at a booth, and I was in this convention phase. I'm still in the convention phase where if I see a convention, I go check them out. Doesn't matter what kind of convention. And then after doing that, I realized I could just customize my magic to any convention and then pitch myself as the magician for them. And it's been pretty successful. So I go to Exotica doing a bunch of tricks, and I'm like, well, it's a sex expo. Let's try to do some sexual stuff. Didn't have too much on the top of my head. I did a few tricks with condoms. I did a few tricks with random stuff I found there. And I was like, oh, like it worked enough that when I reached out to Exotica, they had known of me. They said, can you put together a sexual stage show? And I was like, yeah, I can. didn't really know anything about that. Just made one up. Got to go to DC because of it. Got to do a stage show, and it went really well. And from that time of just thinking about sexual magic, I actually created a lot of material, a lot of tricks. And I was like, why don't I do that for other conventions? So I go to different conventions, whatever the theme is, I think of tricks related to that topic, and then put together enough stuff that I say, hey, this is me. Do you want to hire me? And sometimes they say yes. Sometimes they say we're not looking. So then I show up anyway and then record myself doing a bunch of magic for them and say, look, I did it anyway and everyone loved it. Do you want to hire me? And now the conversation usually goes different. Now they're suddenly interested or reconsidering. So kind of just relentlessly pushing myself out there and enjoying it. Exotica was so successful that I want to go to all of them. It's such a fun experience. Great people. By the time I got to DC, people knew me and I made a lot of friends. So now I feel like welcome there. It's fun. It's exciting. I love it.
Yeah. So I remember I was in the midst of interviewing, I think it was folks at Chatterbait. I think I might have been at the Chatterbait booth. And you came walking by. Now, before you said anything to me, I saw you as you were walking by. And you were like, I like your show. I want to be on your show. And I was like, okay, what you got? And the minute you said magic, I was like, oh yeah, that's different. We don't have magic at Exotica. We're talking to Josh for sure. And that was actually, like I said, really fun. Catching you back in your booth and going through your tricks. And I immediately invited you on to BoobTube, and we had fun with you on BoobTube. And so, of course, once I started booking for my show, I had to get you on. Had to get you on. So thank you, Josh. Now, so Josh, how old are you?
I'm 23.
And tell the audience again how long you've been doing magic.
Been just over 3 years now, but
Okay.
only recently taking it very seriously.
Yeah, see, and so I remember asking you how long you have been doing magic, and you said, I think at the time you had said like 2 years. I was like, oh, okay. And so like, how long have you like been really, really doing it? And you were like, 2 years. I was like, like a lot of times you hear people say, oh, I got my first magic trick when I was like 10 or whatever. Like what made you decide this was something you wanted to get into?
I didn't even mean to do it, honestly. I was in Italy and I brought a deck of cards on a plane ride because I was bored and I wanted something to fidget with in case I couldn't sleep on the plane. And I'm looking at these cards and I saw one that stood out to me. I was like, oh, this is a cool idea for a card trick. I don't know what a card trick is. I don't do magic, but it's like, this could be a card trick. And then I land in Italy. I walk around the streets with my friend who speaks Italian. He's translating for me. They don't speak English. I don't speak Italian. So we're going back and forth, and I'm doing this one trick, only one card trick, only thing I know how to do, but over and over to this person, that person, bunch of people on the street, random country that I've never been to, very good reactions. I was like, oh, this is cool. And I come home, and I post another video of a different trick someone told me to try. And it went really well. Got a lot of people messaging me saying that was really cool. That was fun. I was like, maybe I'm onto something. And I asked one of those Instagram polls, should I just make an Instagram for this? And they're like, yes. Started posting a lot. Started doing it. People started booking me for shows. And I was like, oh, I kind of have something here. Then I had like a little burnout phase. I didn't want to do it. Got too much into it. And then really stopped. And it was on and off and on and off. And then suddenly just had a huge momentum swing this past September, and now I have at least one show every week.
Oh wow!
I have a residency club, and I travel all over.
Okay, wait. I saw. Oh my god! I don't know. Is it in your profile? But I saw that you had posted this place, and so I clicked it, and I was like, wait, hold up. So you're like the resident magician at this location. Yeah. Tell us where the location is.
It is in Hoboken, New Jersey, just outside of New York. Like you could literally see
the city,
the skyline, and it's like so close that not just Hoboken you can see it, but like from where my job is, if you walk like a block down the street, or like I guess a block and a half, you will see the skyline of New York City. It's really close.
And so this is a comedy club. What was it again?
This is a bar nightclub.
Bar. Okay. Okay.
Like a
And
Road
bar,
trip.
restaurants, and then it's one VIP section for tables, bottle girls, the whole presentation.
and are you allowed to say what the name of the club is?
Yes, it's Mad Hatter in Hoboken. Sorry, I forgot to
Say it
mention
again.
it. It's called Mad Hatter.
Okay.
2 D's, 2 T's. The Mad
Okay.
Hatter in Hoboken off Washington Street, one of the main streets there.
Okay. I just want to make sure we get that we get that in there. Because like when I saw that in your pro, I was like, oh shit. Okay, go Josh. Okay, so
I didn't when I was in Jersey Exotica, but by the time I was at DC, I did have that. So big
okay.
momentum.
Very cool. I love it. I love it. Okay, so now the other thing. I've hired myself as your pimp. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I kind of do right now, but we've been going through some stuff, but we'll see how it goes.
Kinda.
Kinda.
We're,
Like I said, I've already hired myself as your pimp. So we're gonna work this out.
You're
We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. We'll talk about her offline. Okay.
Casey's taking me to the top. I've known. As soon as I met Casey, I was like, if I ask her for advice and follow it, I'm gonna be successful.
Okay, so let me just say there was this moment where Josh and I, like, we were talking real estate. I was like, oh man, this reminds me back when I had my real estate license. I was like, I love it. And now, and I don't think I knew exactly how old you were at that point, but in my mind, the minute someone wants to talk about real estate, we're talking about it because real estate is always good money. So that's my 30 seconds about real estate because I could go down a rabbit hole on real estate. But okay, so folks, now is the time, and hustlers, I hope you're here. Now is the time we're going to do my new favorite segment. We'll be back with you in a second, Josh. So, ladies and gentlemen, 5 reasons to watch Casey, featuring my favorite voice, Lorenzo. Lorenzo, say hello to the people.
How are you doing, people?
Oh my God. Okay. Awesome. Lorenzo Jason says hi. Okay. So this is a segment that I started just last week. And just last week, I had Lorenzo do the first set of 5 reasons to watch Casey. And I said to the audience, hey, if you've got reasons, send them to me. Post them on social, what have you. And guess what? I had someone send me 5 reasons to watch Casey. These are brought to you by Hustlers. I don't want to mess up your first name, brother. So I'm just going to go with Hustlers, who is an avid fan. He watches every week, both Casey at Night and BoobTube. So I want to thank you, my brother, for submitting your 5 reasons to watch Casey. Starting with number 5.
All right, we're going to do this for hustlers. Number 5, new products.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, new techniques.
Mm.
Number 3, sexy guests.
Oh, baby, and I got some sexy guests. Yes.
Number 2, Casey is one fine woman.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll agree with that, hustler.
and the number 1 reason to watch Casey.
And this is always the number 1 reason. The cleavage cam.
I'm just saying. Okay.
I think I need another glass of wine.
I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I want to
What
say
I'm saying.
I want to say thank you to Lorenzo for lending that super silky smooth voice to my countdown. And big shout outs to Hustler for bringing me this week's 5 reasons to watch Casey. Hold on, let me go back to that for a second. And I just want to say, if you want to contribute to the 5 reasons to watch Casey, submit to Casey at Night on both Twitter and Instagram, right? Yes, Twitter and Instagram. And hey, you don't know. You might. I'm sorry. I just had to. Um, you just might see your 5 reasons show up on the screen. And I want to give a big shout out to my friend Kelly. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Good to see you this week. All right, hold on a sec. Commercial break coming up.
I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need, tell them giddy up. I got horses in the back, trunk in the front, exterior red and that inside buttercup. I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need, tell them giddy up.
This month in ASN Lifestyle Magazine.
28 Intimate Acts. Each day, find an intimate moment with your partner using one of the 28 intimate acts. Catch me each month in ASN Lifestyle Magazine with a new story, a little advice, and a lot of love. Okay, so I just want to say for March is International Women's Month. And there may be somebody on the cover of the magazine. I don't know. We shall see. But hold on a second. So I had to put this up here. My friend Jason here. Number 1 to watch Casey at night because she is a beautiful woman and she is the nicest person in the world. Jason, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And big shout outs to Jason too, because Jason comes every week to Casey at Night and BoobTube. And Jason even watches the reruns of BoobTube. Talk about fan love. Oh my God. Oh, MG. Okay, so Josh, are you
Yes.
ready to give us some magic?
I would love to.
Come on, bring it.
Okay. Now, I have one of these. This is a coin purse. It's just something a lot of magicians carry around with them so that, when they want to do a coin trick that they can. But I prefer to just have markers.
Okay, Josh, that marker is way too big to fit in your coin purse.
No, it's not. I just pulled out of it.
Yeah, okay. I see you pulled out. But
Hey, you could always make things fit. And I also have another thing with me. I have a bunch of blank business cards to help me out with this. Now, Casey, could you please give me something to write on this card? It could be a name, it could be a number, it could be a word, it could be anything you prefer.
honey.
Honey. Now, to make sure that, honey might be a popular word, a lot of people might assume I said that. Could you give me a number, a random number? Don't say like 7 or 13 that are usually people's lucky numbers. Say something really random. Maybe like a 4-digit number that I cannot know.
4616.
4616. And lastly, we'll even randomize this a little bit further. We'll even take the honey and the 4616 and we'll either make it crazy. Name any state in the U.S.
Washington.
Washington. Now we have a magic card. It's not a magic card, but it's the only card in the world because there's no way someone like me or anyone else in the world could know you would say honey 4616 Washington. But this is where it will get pretty fun. Can you see the card?
Yep.
We're going to take it from the top because as a magician, I know where it is. That makes it too easy. We're going to slide it about in the middle and we'll push it in. Now, the thing about that is when I snap my fingers, it'll jump right back to the top.
Okay.
Now, yes, okay, or some kind of mixed reaction is normally what I get from people. So this time, I'm going to do it even slower. I'll pick the cards up about halfway. I'll slide yours here, as you can see. I'll push it in. I'll drop the cards. My hand is flat. But when I snap, one card will jump back to the top, and that will be your honey, 4616.
Okay.
Now, because we love this show so much, and this is one of the best shows, we'll even let you see the moment that this happens. We will take your honey. It's a little upside down, but it's not a big deal. Honey, 4616 Washington. We'll push it in. We'll put it about in the middle, just like this. We'll push it in. Now, most people think I already did something, that it's already on top, which it's not. Or the next card, or the next card. And after about 3, they realize it's not. It's only when you snap your fingers like that that it jumps. Did you see it jump?
No.
Because it jumped all the way to the top, just like this.
Okay, Josh.
Now, most people think that there's something going on, the card is crazy, I'm magic, but really, it's all an illusion. Just like you saw me pull the Sharpie out, this isn't even a Sharpie. This is a bubble blower. So I don't know what. And the craziest part about that is not only was that not. Whoops, where did I just go? Okay. Not only was that a Sharpie that I pulled out of a purse that couldn't fit in a purse, and this not even be a Sharpie after you saw me write with it, that it's bubbles. It was more because these aren't even bubbles because you can catch them. Just like that.
Okay, Josh. Nice.
Now,
I think I need to stop drinking.
Yeah, people tend to drink a lot, but the crazy thing about this Sharpie that couldn't fit in a purse, but we wrote with it that turned into a bubble blower, is that's not even a Sharpie, because when you shake it like that, you'll see it's just a puppy.
A Sharpie puppy. Dude, where did you get a Sharpie puppy from? OMG.
We just ate it.
Okay.
So really, at this point, you don't know whether you can trust your eyes or not. Because when you see something, it's not really what you feel. So continuing on with that premise, I wanted to show you a book. I bought this book, but we're going to write it together. It says it's a coloring book and it's got pictures, but I want you to know I asked them not to draw them. I wanted it to be blank for us. The reason I wanted it to be for us was because I wanted us to make an image. I wanted us to talk about how the Casey at Night show is actually the best show and how it comes to fruition. So we start with the idea, Casey at Night. It's brilliant enough to make the book appear. And then you add in the amazing host, the amazing team working behind the scenes, and the amazing guests. And now you suddenly have a show, right? There's a framework, there's a vision, there's a goal, and all you have to do is take that idea and put it into fruition just by throwing out the book. And if a little shake, you'll see that it does come to fruition. Because now the images suddenly become full. But the problem with these papers, you see that there's no colors. That's because not only can a vision be turned into reality, you have to have action, right? You can dream it into existence, but if you don't act, it's not going to go anywhere. And the reason Casey at Night is so successful and the guests are so awesome and willing to participate and the team behind it is so good is because we put that action to vision. And with that teamwork and that mentality from Casey, there's no reason this isn't one of the best shows, if not the best one on Wednesday nights. And as you see now, the colors do populate because that's the way Casey works her magic.
Oh, dang.
You are killing me, Josh. You are
Thank you.
killing me. Okay. First of all, Axel Foley is like, what the shenanigans? I'm with you, Axel. I am with you. What the shenanigans? Okay, see, this is why I enjoyed you so much because, like I said, I was a fan of David Blaine. I'm a huge Magic fan in general, and so it was a lot of fun to be side by side with you and witness the tricks firsthand. And it's just as much fun watching you do these tricks on screen. I mean, and I think it's mainly because I'm like, I know Josh. Ooh. And so it is really very, very cool to me. Like, do you have a favorite trick?
Favorite trick? I think one of my favorites is definitely my condom trick that I did at Exotica. It's just been such a successful trick for me lately. It works a lot better than you'd think. You know, I would show someone that they hire me for like an event or a celebration, and then I bring it with me, but I don't do it because I'm thinking, oh, you know, maybe it's inappropriate for like a restaurant. You know, people don't condoms when they eat or something like that. And then every time the owner comes by, says, "You see this? This is my guest. Show him the condom." Like, oh, okay, I'll show him the condom. That's not a big deal. And I surprisingly get a lot of love for one condom. And I'm just super happy with it.
That is crazy. And I got to see the condom trick. So yeah.
And it's really been improved since then. There's new versions. I have 4 or 5 versions of that trick now. So
Okay.
you only saw the one.
All right,
So
well,
I have a lot.
We're gonna do that at Exotica. I'm gonna make people wait for that. Is that a condom lollipop?
Yes, with my logo on it.
Oh, see. Yeah.
I'll take 5, please.
Oh, we have plenty. We have plenty.
Okay, so Toxic, when I go to Chicago, I'll hook it up for you. Yeah. She's so silly.
Now,
So, what do you have more? You have more?
I always have more. But
I know you have more. What you got? Give me one more.
one more? We'll do 2 more because they'll be fast.
Okay. So wait, hold on.
Now,
Let me get back to my Josh cam. Here's my Josh cam. All right, Josh.
Now, can you see this seed and this cup?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to put the seed in the cup, and I'm going to take the seed out, just like this. Now, seeds do a wonderful thing when you drop them in, because you could take them and you could vanish them. Now, if you snap, you take one out of the air, you could drop it like this. You hear it fall in, and you'll see the seed. The thing about the seeds that's most magical is not only can you drop them in, take them out, vanish them, take them out of the air, and make them reappear, but if you keep them in a vase or pot long enough, all you need is a wand like this. Now the wand can go around, and as you can see, there's the seed. But the seed just needs time to grow, because with a little tap, it'll grow. Now you can still hear the seed in the pot. It's still going, but if you give it another tap, you remind it, seeds don't just grow. They need water. They need love. Because if you do this correctly, the seeds will turn into a flower.
Oh, that is so cute.
And now we have a pot for you, Casey. But the real gift that we prepared for you is actually more impressive than a flower, because people might predict a flower. We have to go back to the roots. We have to go back to ash. Now, what I find interesting is sometimes I'll ask people to name a card. So if you would help me, could you please name any card for me?
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Are you sure, or do you want to change your mind?
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Now, I'm going to go through and find the Queen of Hearts. Because another thing I had noticed when I used to do this trick is I would show people their card. So there's your Queen of Hearts. And sometimes people would look at their card and change their mind. Do you want to keep the Queen of Hearts, or do you want a different card?
Nope, Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. Now, Casey, this is the moment where I showed you could have named any card, and I tell you I knew you were going to say that, and you tell me you don't believe me, but you kind of do because I do magic, and it goes back and forth, and you're just like, just prove it to me. I want to feel that moment. And I say, okay, sure. Now, I drew something special for you. Before we had a book where we created that moment, but that was actually the story of CaseyAtNight. That was your story. I wanted to show you mine. So here on this card, I drew a magician. He kind of looks like me, except he's cooler because he has a hat. I don't wear a hat. I do wear the blazers, pants, and the table, but no hat. So he's automatically better. And I want to show you what this magician can do. This is where the magician tries to prove himself. This magician is going to reach up, take his hat off, tap it with a wand, reach into the wand, and pull something out. And if he does this right, he will pull out.
Dude, get out of here. Josh. Okay, Josh. All right, Josh. You're killing me. You're killing
Thank
me.
you.
How does your little magician man pull up my card out of his hat?
Because we wanted to give you a present.
Okay, well, I love it.
I'm glad.
I love it. So Toxic, you've had a chance to see Josh Really Magic. What did you think?
I want 5, please.
Yeah.
I just need a good sucker, you know?
Okay. Okay. Okay, Toxic. Okay. Let's go back to our comments here. So Sabrina says neat. Okay, so Josh, Sabrina's a long time Casey at Night viewer. So love Sabrina. Love Sabrina. And Jason says he's really good. Jason, I agree. I absolutely agree. So Josh, tell
Yes.
our audience how they can find you.
Oh, there's plenty of places. If you guys like my magic, which I hope you all did, you can find me on all socials: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, at Josh Pele Magic. That's Josh Pele Magic. I have a card here. Where are my business cards?
That's
I
okay.
have
I
to-
got it up on the screen, Josh. You're good.
Yeah, right there. Josh Pele Magic.
That's everywhere. Josh Pele Magic everywhere. So wait, is that to say that there's no longer a sexgician on Twitter, or are we just saying
Oh.
that we?
There is. So Sexgician is also my Twitter.
Okay.
I still determining how I want to split up the two brands, but I do plan to continue Sexgician as well, probably with all the sexual related tricks. I'll probably record some sexual related tricks and post that explicitly on Sexgician, and then my general magic will be for Josh Play Magic. So I guess I'm going to be forming two brands and branching them off just to separate the different clients for that.
Okay. Well, Sabrina says she's gonna follow, so
Well, thank you, Sabrina. Thank you.
Yes.
And
And
now, Casey, I know my tradition of gifts for you are case. I have your
oh my God, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I will be picking up my card next time I see you. Thank you very much. So, Josh, are you going to be anywhere aside from the Mad Hatter, right? That's what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Anywhere else?
Mad Hatter is every Friday. Everything else depends on when people book me. My next confirmed trip is I will be in Orlando at I believe it's the Orange County Convention Center.
Oh my
it's
God.
called.
Yes, that is
This
exactly what it's
weekend.
called. It's huge.
Yes. I will be there all weekend. Mainly, actually, not all weekend. I'm going Friday to Monday, but I'll be at the Orange County Saturday and Sunday for a convention called Collectors Con, which is another one of my niche magic. I will be doing custom Pokemon magic for a lot of collectors and probably speaking with a couple of different trading card companies about working with them. Some of them have already brought me around. One of them took me to Chicago in December, and I will speak to others about other trips and conventions. So I'll be doing that kind of up there.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So earlier, when Toxic asked whether or not she detected an accent, I said we'd get back to it. So Josh and I had conversation about favorite liquors, and Josh revealed something that I would have never guessed. Josh, what did you tell me?
I speak fluent Russian.
Who knew? So what is that background? Was that you mentioned that was like family, right? Like that's
Yeah, so my entire family is born and raised in Ukraine, including my brother, and it's just the two of us, me and him, and my parents moved to the US between my brother and me. So now I'm the only one to have been born in the US.
wow.
Yes.
That you learn little things about people, and you're like, that makes you even more adorable. I don't know, because really the
Thank
conversation centered around vodka. Okay, there you go. I've said it. we just,
you. Love
I love vodka, and that's when Josh revealed he's got a little bit of history with vodka. So,
a little. That's say more than a little, but yes.
well, I now know never to challenge Josh to a drinking game with vodka. Hmm. Yeah.
Not a good
So,
idea.
Ms. Toxic Goddess,
Yes.
big
Yes.
friend. So, Lorenzo has this little bit of an obsession with you regarding something specific.
Oh
Can you
yeah.
tell the people about this obsession he has?
Okay. So a couple years ago, I had a real time session where photographs were taken of me in a garage where I had one of my boys tied up to one of the lifts, and I had a real blowtorch that I used to play. I was literally roasting a piggy. So he likes a blowtorch, so I got a little mini one just to
Mm.
light him.
Okay, and can we just say, because your girl smokes cigars, I saw you when you pulled it out earlier. I was like, is that a rose gold blowtorch? Oh, girl.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So,
I want to use it.
Sister Fran, tell the people what is the simplest way to find you?
Oh goodness! All they have to do is Google my name, Miss
Wait,
MS.
wait. Pause. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. 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 I need you to say this correctly, because if you're going to tell someone to Google you, this past year at Exotica, I ran into this young lady and she was busy, telling me this story about, being in a Uber and people, they recognized her and whatever. And she told them, just Google me, bitch. And that became my favorite thing to say all Exotica season. So if you're going to say Google me, you're going to have to say it right. And it's Google me, bitch. Okay. So hold on while I put the camera back on you.
Hold
So,
on, hold on. Let's do this. Okay.
so tell the people how they can find you.
Google me, bitch.
Yes! Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now,
I got you.
okay, so how can they find you on social? What
I
is
am
the
on
e-
Twitter. Yes, I am on Twitter, Miss Toxic Goddess, and that is MSTOXICGODDESS. I am on TikTok, Instagram. I have my own private site. I am on Sex Panther. I want clips for sale. And yeah, more.
So basically, they can start with as Ms. Toxic Goddess, as it is displayed on the screen. Hold on, I'm blocking your cleavage. Hold on. Okay. Because we're all about the cleavage here. And if you would like to pay tribute, if you'd like to have a private session, if you'd like to order your custom video, whatever your little heart desires, as long as your ass is respectful,
Mm-hmm.
here's how you can find Ms. Toxic Goddess. So I just want to again thank my guests. Okay, because you don't understand. Okay, wait, this way. Josh is like super talented, but he's so super adorable. And right, Toxic? Like, don't you just want to like
Look, I'm
anyway?
just trying to be nice right now. And said, "Let me." Anybody got a wet nap?
That's what I'm saying. I am fully prepared. I will sacrifice myself to be your pimp. Not to worry. Everybody will get paid. It's all good. It's all good. But I want to thank you guys because, I started doing Casey, I think it was, I don't know, 2017. I started doing Casey at Night. And it started off as a way for me to promote my erotic short stories, and then it turned into like a little educational platform, and then I wanted to bring to life people who I interact with, people who are in this same kinky space that I inhabit. And it's afforded me the opportunity to meet my dear friend Toxic Goddess, but it's also given me the opportunity to meet someone as talented as Josh, who, come on, I mean, who doesn't like magic? Okay. Casey at Night. Yay! Wait, hold that up, sick. Hold, Josh. Hold, Josh. Let me find the Josh cam. Hold on. Where's the Josh cam at? Damn it. Here's the Josh cam. Yes, Casey at Night. Thank you. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, again, I want to thank my guests for being here. Let me show you who's coming up on March 9th. Madame Gumbo. She may look familiar because when I interviewed her at Exotica last year, she was Gigi Robinson. But in 2022, we are now Madame Gumbo. And baby, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. And then, same night, owners of Erotic Boudoir, Nick and AJ. And let me just say, AJ, that's Nick's mom. That is Nick's mom. I am so amped to have this mother-daughter team because they have the Erotic Boudoir as it's a toy store. And when I met them in Dulles, Nick tells me that the toy store is actually her mom's business. Her mom brought her in to the sex toy business, and I was done. I was so done. Like, that's so amazing to me, that they would have that kind of relationship. I mean, truth be told, I am who I am because my mom used to say things that, I'm not going to say it here now, but let's just say she said some shit that I was like, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. And so I had a very, very healthy sexual upbringing. So, anywho.
One thing I would like to say is that Exotica DC was absolutely amazing. Who did not go, they missed out. We had such a good time. Even after parties, after dinners, everything was amazing. So make sure they stay tuned for this year coming up. DC was hot.
Yeah, see, and wait, this finger. And that is where I had the chance to get to know Josh. So if you can't make it, I mean, because the majority of Exotica happens on the East Coast, basically, whether it's in New Jersey, DC, or Miami, you need to find your way. But first, we are going to be in Chicago, April 28th through May 1st. Got my ticket. I've had my airline ticket since December. Like, got back from DC and booked my ticket for Chicago. So Chicago is one of my favorites, only because it's a little smaller than New Jersey, but the energy is kind of the same. So yeah, get yourself to Exotica Chicago. Tickets are available. Sales are available. You can get a booth. You can, I don't know, whatever. But I'm looking forward to seeing you. So again, thank you to Toxic and Josh. And you will likely, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, don't move. Yeah. So hold
Look
that.
at my eyes. I like that.
Wait, hold on, cause
Liz.
yeah, give it to him, girl. Give it to him. Give it to him. Toxic Goddess Avenue. Uh huh. Yeah. So for what was
I
that?
got mine too.
So hold on a sec.
Okay.
I got to give it to you. Hold on. I can't even get mine in the.
Love
There we go.
it.
Yes. Okay.
Fire, fire.
Okay. All right. So that street sign, Lorenzo and I had that made especially for Ms. Toxic Goddess. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Anywho.
one. That was the birthday. The one, like one of the best birthday presents ever from anybody.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Axel Foley's like, good Lord, what are these people up to? Yeah, I know. See, this is what happens when you invite your friends to the party. Listen, I invited Toxic Goddess last night to do 15 minutes of prep for today's show. We were on this bitch like what, an hour and a half, something crazy like that. Yeah, I think it was like an hour
We
and a
were up
half.
to like about 12 something. We were just like, yo, bitch, we gotta go back.
Yeah, I told her, Josh, I told her we only need 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Hour and a half later. Oh, whatever, girl, whatever. anyway, anyway, I want to thank my guest again. I want to thank all of you, my audience, for watching. I want to thank the Cleavage Cam for doing what it do. And again, if you want to contribute to the 5 reasons to watch Casey, please, I'm inviting you to contribute to the 5 reasons to watch Casey. Submit your reasons to at CaseyAtNight. Hold on, let me put that up on the screen for you. And I also want to say that tonight I used this pink and black in honor of my guest, Toxic Goddess. Pink is Toxic's color. This is kind of a little bit more like a fuchsia-ish type thing. So I did this in honor of Toxic. But yeah, if you want to contribute to the 5 reasons to watch Casey, submit them to at CaseyAtNight. And like my friend Hustlers, you might see your 5 reasons show up on the screen. And you might get Lorenzo to do the voice for your 5 reasons. Lorenzo, let them hear your voice so they can understand why they want to get up on this screen.
Oh, you definitely want to give us your 5 reasons so that you can hear it. And we can talk about Casey's cleavage.
Yeah. Okay. That's enough shenanigans for now. All right. I want to thank all of you for being here. There is no boob tube tonight. Jason, Black Lance, just so y'all know, no boob tube tonight. However, I will be back next week with another episode of Casey at Night. I currently don't have a guest, so it's just going to be me and you, and most likely Lorenzo. So I want to thank you all and be good. I'll see you later. Bye.